Do you know what time it is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time now is the time to be happy, be grateful, and that's what we're going to talk about today is how happy and grateful we are and how and why we're happy and grateful. So stay tuned.
Check this.
It is 4:30, and it's the time for the 4:30 edition of Be Encouraged. I hope you guys have a chance to join. If you are joining us, please hit the like and share button. Let us know who you are, why you're listening, why you're watching. You don't have to do all that. Just say who you are and comment if you'd like. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's talk about a little bit of encouragement today and talk about thankfulness. You know, how grateful can we be for things in our life? What are the things that we are grateful for? You know, what are the things that make us grateful? Who are the people who inspire us? What are the kind of things that encourage you to be successful? Okay. I mean, there's lots of them out there. Here's a couple that I came across that I was pretty impressed with. It's kind of funny because we have a lot of people out there now, myself is included, I guess, for most people. They don't know who I am. I'm hoping one day they will know who I am because I have a sincere, true care for them. And I want them to know that. And I want them to be involved in believing in other people as I believe in them. So this is what's important to me, that people know what love is, they know what joy is, and they get their fair share. Because right now in this world that we live in, you know, we don't get the we don't get our fair share. We are inundated by negativity. And so that's why More Joy was founded. That's why More Joy does what More Joy does. We are here to let people know that we love them, that they can be happy to be loving to us. Clark Crawford is one of those guys that can quickly tell you how much love he has for you and doesn't even know you. He and I are of a similar spirit, and so perhaps he would come on if you had the time right now. Let's send him an invite and see if he can join us. I'm going to send him one, and if he can, he will. If he can't, then he won't, and that's totally fine because that's a relationship he and I have. And I spelled his name right. Yes, I did. There it is. All right. So, yeah, that's one of the things that it'll be interesting to see if he gets that message from me and see if he joins us here on this little program that I put together so many ages ago. Not that many, actually. Very happy with the amount of people that watch and listen. I've got 13 from the website success.com comes these little gems. These little gems here. The 13 top, what are they called? The 13 encouraging quotes to inspire you. Number 13 by Bob Goff. Bob Goff, it says, embrace uncertainty. Some of the most beautiful chapters in our lives won't have a title until much later. That's cool. Number 12, if you ask, what if I fail? but my darling, what if you fly? Okay, let's do that again. And you ask, what if I fail? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Aaron Hansen. I don't know if I know who Aaron Hansen is. I feel sounds like he's somebody who should be, because that's a very cool thing, right? And who else can say, oh, but my darling, talking about everyone? You know what I'm saying? Look at it. He's got his ball cap on. He's in Georgia. You don't wear cowboy hats in Georgia. You wear ball caps. He's got his boy's ball cap on, I bet you.
Yeah, I do.
His ball cap?
It's his Army cap he blessed me with at his graduation when he got out of boot camp.
Nice.
I only have a few minutes, but I happen to see you talking about thankfulness, man. And
man,
I had to tell you how inspiring you are, man. You always got a word of encouragement for me and other people, I'm sure.
Well, you know what? No, I don't. And God does. There you go. I just got to be the conduit. You know what I mean? And you are that as well, my friend. That's why we see eye to eye on so much stuff, right?
Well, thank you. That's right.
You just have to be a conduit. You hear these people talking, they say something that hits you, and you're like, wow, that guy's super in it. What empathetic. How empathy he has. Oh, no, it's God. Don't give that guy any credit. He doesn't deserve any. It's not from him. If it's something that hits you that hard, that's God talking to you. And you say, thank you, Lord. You know, I've had that happen to me, Clark. I've said something to someone and they looked right at me and they say, praise the Lord. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly who what are you praising the Lord for? Oh, yeah. So, and most times, Clark, I don't even know what the heck I said. You know what I'm saying? You've preached before, right?
I understand. Yes, sir.
You've preached the word and you're talking. At the end, somebody says, what you said was just so beautiful for my heart. It just lifted me up. And you're like, so what exactly was it that I said?
That's right.
Happens to me all the time. It's like, what did I say? I don't have it written down. Sorry. You know,
I was thinking about Joyce Meyer. You heard of Joyce Meyer?
Mm-hmm.
She says that it is yet.
And Joel and Joyce.
Oh yeah,
buddies.
But she says it's yet to be seen what God can do through a man or a woman that'll give him all the glory.
Amen. Because no one ever has.
Nobody ever has today.
No, sir.
But I do. I try to.
Well, you try to, and I try to as well, my good friend.
You do too.
I definitely try my best, but I often catch myself not doing it, you know? But the cool thing is, he keeps me in check. He reminds me. When I say it, I go,
yeah.
Wow, that was awfully that was self-grandizing. I hate self-aggrandizing. You know, Clark, one of the things that I don't like about radio is when I hear people, and I used to do it too. Good morning, everybody. Lee Bailey here with you. I hate that. I don't like that. I need to have someone else say, all right, we're back now with your host, Lee Bailey. And then I can come on and talk.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't like to say, hey, I'm Lee Bailey. Now, I don't mind this down here. Where is it? Those are cool, too. That way I don't have to say who I am. I just do what I do.
Well, I'll tell you, Sandra Ortega is the one that introduced us, and she thinks you walk on water.
Well, she's a sweetheart. I tell you,
how's
sweet.
Lisa and all the team doing? Billy?
They're doing good. I just talked to Lisa. Lisa's having a little turmoil in her life, but it's one of those things that happens. We all have to endure some of that here and there.
Everybody's going through something. How about Tura, Billy, and I saw Derek the other night.
Yeah, man, Derek? He's something, isn't he? Love that guy.
Yeah,
I'm glad to know him now. I hope to meet him one day in person. Don't know the next time I'll be in Nebraska. If you were watching with him, the last time I drove through Nebraska, I had Ralphie magnets on the back of my car, and that's the from University of Colorado University, rather, CU. That's their mascot, is the buffalo, and they have these magnets. And I used to be a big Colorado Buffaloes fan, and I had them on the back of my car. And I drove into Lincoln, Nebraska. We went into the 7-Eleven, came out, and this guy in the truck said, "You might want to hurry up and get out of Lincoln." And we're like, "What?"
Yeah.
He said, "You do those bumper stickers you got on the back of your car are gonna invite some trouble." And I said, "Oh shoot, I forgot all about it."
Yeah.
I went around, pulled the magnets off, threw them in my trunk, closed my trunk. I said, "Thank you, sir." And he goes, "No problem, just doing my service for my community," or something like that. He's a smart aleck.
Funny.
But it is true, you drive around Austin, Texas with Texas Aggie stuff on, or Oklahoma stuff on your car. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you about to have a flat tire.
I got to get back to business, but man, it's sure good to talk to you and your audience. And
hey, listen, if any of your business people need to do advertising, I doubt it, but we're getting ready to set that all up and get that out there and sold.
Okay.
So we need to start monetizing this thing so we can do some fun stuff with it. And I got stuff to talk to you about, because I'd love for you to talk about maybe going on a big old road trip. And we'd love to take Clark Crawford with us, boy.
Let me know.
That'd be some fun stuff. I will.
Know tomorrow, the next week, or whatever.
Take your little girl with us too, and you guys can do your own thing in different parts of the country. Maybe for next summer or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
All right, Clark.
Well, thank you, man. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, bro. All right.
Tell everybody hi for me.
I will, man. Take care.
Sir.
Bye. All right, Pat Malone. Great show, Lee. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. I got all three loves today. Look at this. Pat Malone, Tourist, and Clark Crawford. Signed. Happy Wine Wednesday. This is a guy who doesn't even drink wine, says this. My friends love Lee's new shirt. Well, thank you very much, Tura Arsala. And how do you know it's new? Tura, you've been watching me too closely, buddy. But it's new. Yeah, Tura's favorite company too. Look at that. Anyway, so that's the way that is. My daughter bought me this shirt. That's what she did. It was awesome. I don't know what that little stuff was. I have no idea. But it is what it is, brothers and sisters. Now we got to like Dave Royal. Thank you, Dave Royal, for liking the program. I appreciate it. Listen, so we've got some more encouraging quotes for you. A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Maya Angelou, ladies and gentlemen. So number 10 of encouraging quotes to inspire you is from Buddha. And I don't know who heard Buddha say this, but the secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, but to live the present moment wisely and earnestly. Okay. J.K. Rowling, great author of the Harry Potter series. Harry's Potty. That could be a fun book, though. Anything's possible if you've got enough nerve, right? Anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. I don't know. That's not. I don't think that's true, because if I went up to the top of a building and said, "I've got the nerve to jump off here and fly," no. That's not going to happen, folks. I hate to tell you. I hate to break that bad news to you. So I'm very sorry, J.K. Rowling. I think that a lot of things are possible if you've got enough nerve. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Once again, you can decide all you want, but there's a lot of people out there who have a say on whether or not you can be what it is you decide to be. All right, so believe you can, and you're halfway there. Now that I kind of trust. I like it. That was, by the way, that was Theodore Roosevelt, the TED. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Ooh, how. He. All right, that's Friedrich Nietzsche. Okay. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Okay, I'll take it. It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. Confucius say. Thank you. All the snails in the world are saying, that's right, Confucius, that's right. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein, I agree with that, 100%. Courage, dear heart. Courage, dear heart. C.S. Lewis. I feel like there should be more to that. But I will love the light, for it shows me the way. Yet I will endure the darkness because it shows me the stars. Agmandino. That's cool. I like that. And I don't know if these are in order, but this one is number 1, or it's the first of 13. Not nearly the best. Who knows? I only say all of that because I see who did the quote, and I think some people in her mind also have given her status that she doesn't want. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. The ability to triumph begins with you always. That's true. And the ability to triumph doesn't mean that you will always. But if you do, it begins with you always. True. Oprah Winfrey. And I agree with that, Oprah, 100%. So, folks, there you go. So that was the thing. It's a little encouragement for the day. Let's, that's not right either. Okay, so a few things that we're trying to do and put together. We have a big show tonight. A big show. We've got Love Hacks. More Joy Media presents Love Hacks tonight. Billy Reed will be on. Billy Reed. I knew that guy. Billy Riley will be on with us, along with, yes, you heard it here first, Lisa Marie. Boom. That's what I'm saying. All right. So that's what that's all about. More encouragement. Pat Malone says, great show, Lee. And Tura says, always a good show. Well, thank you, Tura. You're so nice. Stop being so nice, man. It makes me cry. What else do we want to talk about today in the next 10 minutes? In the next 10 minutes, which always turns into more than the next 10 minutes, we find the latest. Let's find the latest good news. Let's see if anything's up. It just happened. Oh, there's a new book. No kidding. Okay. I don't see here some good news. Sundays at 12 p.m. hosted by Frank and Gabby. The Positive Report. China. Join the kindness movement. I love zipping through the internet and finding all these little neat things. So, yeah, here's one kind of cool thing. I hope these are relatively new news things. Well, let's just hope they are. Generosity can make us live longer. Now, that's not good news. That's just a quote from someone. Now that's more important than ever. So giving money to resources to your children or aging parents is likely to increase their lifespan, according to a new paper published Monday in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. There is a linear relationship between the amount of money and the amount of frequency of wealth transfers and the lengths of individuals' lives. The study results have shown at the beginning of life, you are reliant on others, said the lead study author Tobias Vogt, who is an assistant professor in the Faculty of Spatial Sciences at the University of Groningen. It's a good idea to help others throughout the course of their lives. It will help them increase their lives. How about that? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, also, let's see here. Community. A student's truck started on fire right after he bought it. Now a police officer is helping him get another one. When a 19-year-old college student found himself in an unfortunate situation, a Delafield police officer stepped in to help. After working all summer to save up to buy a vehicle on August 24th, Aaron Rodriguez traveled from his Milwaukee home to Oconomowoc, where he purchased a Dodge truck for $3,500, about $3,250. Less than half an hour later, he was driving on Interstate 94. Smoke started coming out of the truck. Rodriguez pulled into the quick trip off Highway 83 in Delafield and soon saw flames. Police officer Dan Barber responded. I was on scene almost immediately, and there were 3 people using fire extinguishers to spray out the fire, said Barber, who noted that the cause of the fire is still unknown. After the fire was extinguished, Rodriguez had to pay $174 to have a truck tow it to Milwaukee. Barber noted that because auto insurance was in the process of being applied for, it was not a benefit to him. It was a private sale between 2 individuals with an agreement as an as-is vehicle, and there was obviously nothing I could do professionally. But a day later, when he was off duty, Barber set up a GoFundMe account to try to recoup some of the money Rodriguez lost. In less than a week, the account raised nearly $3,700. I woke up the next morning. We had tons of donations, Barber said. Within 48 hours, we hit the goal of $3,250. That was the replacement cost of the vehicle. Barber also received 3 large donations from Lake County Candies, Iron Firemen, and Clean Living Environments. By the end of the week, Barber had raised about $4,500 to give to Rodriguez for another vehicle and possibly help with tuition as well. I remember what it's like to be a college student where you're working a gig where you're not making a whole lot of money, said Barber, who has been the Delafield Police Department for over 6 years. Takes you a while to save up. This was his first truck he was buying on his own. He purchased a truck with 4-wheel drive because he had such a difficult time last year in the winter with a rear-wheel vehicle he was driving. Barber said he will keep the GoFundMe account open for another couple weeks. Another business, All World Transmissions in Waukesha, offered to donate an hour of vehicle inspection for Rodriguez when he purchases a new vehicle. They'll give it a once-over and see if there's anything wrong with it so this doesn't happen again. Rodriguez, an incoming sophomore at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, was grateful for all the support. I was really humbled and grateful for everything the community surrounding the officer, Dan, Rodriguez said. I'm completely amazed that so many people were willing to lend me a hand. Now, see, that's the kind of story, everybody, that you want to see and hear, right? It's almost Friday. Yes, don't get too excited. Friday is a couple days away, Tura. And Tura is my commenting master. He really is. He's a good commenter. Always commenting. I had a restriction on him, but I guess he forgot about it. There's all kinds of positive effects for showing appreciation to people. Here we go. This week's puzzler. Exactly 1 of 3 people caught a butterfly, and they make these statements. Adam, I didn't catch a butterfly. Beth, I caught no butterflies. Carl, at least one of Adam and Beth is telling the truth. It turns out that either Beth or Carl is telling the truth, but not both. Who caught the butterfly? Answer next week. Send us your answers. Well, there you go. I would say Beth, but I don't know for sure. This is last week's puzzler. We'll read this one to you, and we have the answer. You are in a room that has 3 switches and a closed door. The switches control 3 light bulbs on the other side of the door. Once you open the door, you may never touch the switches again. How can you definitively tell which switch is connected to each of the lights without opening the door? All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys figure that out. And yeah, you can comment and tell me what it is, and we'll have a prize for you, okay? That's the best part of this whole thing. Oh, I should read the answer, shouldn't I? Well, we read the last one, so that doesn't have an answer. Since this one has an answer, we will say, turn one switch on, wait a few minutes, turn it off, and then turn another switch on. Go into the room and feel the light bulbs. The one that's still warm is connected to the first switch you turned on. The bulb that is on is connected to the second switch that you turned on. And the last bulb is controlled by the third switch you didn't turn on. Yowza, that is pretty smart. How do you figure it out? Huh. You know what, guys? I tell you, some people are just too damn smart for their own good. Yep, that's right. Almost too smart for their own good. And I'm going to have to send that little light switches thing to my electrician friends. See if they can figure it out. In fact, let me do this right now. Copy. Uh-oh. I lost Facebook already. All right. Well, anyway, we'll have to do this another day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today on this beautiful day. It's been a wonderful time for me, and I hope it's been a wonderful time for you. We love all y'all. We're thankful for Clark. We're thankful for Pat and Lura, as well as Dave Royal. Thank you guys, all of you, for watching. Thank you all for commenting and liking and sharing. That's right. It's right there. Right there. That's it. You see that? Like and share. And yeah, we'll be best friends if you do that for us. All right, we're at the end of our rope, metaphorically and for real, and majestically, magnetically. That didn't make any sense at all.